A number of teams around the NFL hosted their rookie mini camps over the weekend, and we got a hone in on the Cincinnati Bengals. Their first round selection, Shemar Stewart, decided to sit out a mini camp, looked at them papers, and said, I just couldn't sign. What's going on in Cincy? Y'all know me and Stevo, we're going to talk about it and break it down right after this.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by Stevo. So if y'all locked in, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Stevo, what's the word, big dog?
What's good, buddy? I'm
As
bro.
y'all can see, we about to cook my man Shemar Stewart for a number of reasons. But hey, for mini camp, in the Cincinnati Bengals, Shemar Stewart was one of those guys, along with second round pick for the Cincinnati Bengals, linebacker Demetrius Knight Jr. They did not participate in any activities this weekend, at least when it came to participation on the football field, but they were on the sidelines. When asked by reporters what's going on, my man Shemar Stewart said, end quote, I just decided not to sign those papers. I hate being on the sideline looking at everybody else do work. End quote. But he ain't signed them papers. Stevo, what's your reaction, big dog?
Nigga, since when you became Aaron Donald? Like, nigga, you a rookie, and this is rookie minicamp. Go play. Sign that fuck. What? From you being a 17th pick, what's the problem with the contract? What could possibly be the problem? And for one, it's your rookie contract. Everybody knows your rookie contract is not going to be the same type of contract. You're going to get 2, 3, or 4th if you're lucky to get to your 4th. If you're lucky to get to even your 3rd. But when it comes, like, bro, we already, like, it's one thing. I will understood, like, I'm coming in thinking, like, okay, Abdul Carter fair to be the most hated rookie. Mason Graham probably gonna be one of the most hated rookies because basically of what we seeing already. And you just shot yourself right in the front because you said here talking about I just couldn't sign the contract, and then in the same face talking about how much you want to play. When it comes to football and us football players, we don't want to hear that shit. If you want to play, you'll be out there, and that contract will be signed. So I ain't trying to hear it. Now, on the contract side, I gotta look at the Cincinnati Bengals because why is it always a fucking issue in Cincinnati when it comes to money? Whether it's an edge, quarterback, wide receiver, something, it's always a contract issue with something. And you got two of your top rookies that you just drafted talking about they ain't playing because of some contract stuff. What are y'all doing? You already got your star edge rusher talking crazy. Well, not even talking crazy, talking truth, saying how damn near fed up he is with the situation, how disrespected he feel about the type of money that you're presenting him. Y'all done went on a 3-year. I don't know if we gonna keep T Higgins and keep Jamar Chase, and then end up spending the whole goddamn half of the franchise to get them two, alongside of paying Joe, and then you gonna probably have to pay him again. So it's like, as an organization, yeah, this is just a terrible look all the way around. That your two people that you just drafted not even a month ago ain't playing, and every other fucking rookie is.
That's crazy, bro. It's really, really crazy because, like, I know I ain't in a position to tell a man what to do with his money, but at the same time, to your point, Shemar Stewart, you came into this league with 4.5 sacks over your collegiate career. What are we talking about here? You talking about you looked at them numbers and couldn't sign? Look at them numbers and sign.
In
Again,
fact,
what are you talking about? Because not only can you go out there and not, you know what I'm saying? Again, I can't tell Shemar Stewart what to do with his money, but at the same time, bro, you got a lot of things to prove.
Damn,
A lot of us felt like it was a reach for them to even pick you at 17 over guys like Mike Green, who I thought that the Cincinnati Bengals should have selected, but instead they allowed their division rival, the Baltimore Ravens, to go get him. So you got a lot, you got a big shoes to fill, especially if Trey Hendrickson just say, to hell with y'all, I'm sitting out, I ain't playing.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have big shoes to fill. And to Steve-O's point, when you look at the Cincinnati Bengals, who is y'all contract negotiator? And what are they doing? What are they doing? Because for the sake of discussion, if the Cincinnati Bengals re-up on Jamar Chase a few years ago, you good.
You had this problem.
If you re-up on T. Higgins instead of franchise tagging him and then coming into signing them this season, you good. If you didn't wait so long to allow Myles Garrett to go get 45, Max Crosby to go get 30,
TJ.
TJ Watt to re-up on money, you would have been good. What are y'all doing in Cincinnati to where most of y'all contracts look like
Boo Boo the Fool wrote
want to
him.
wait forever to do anything? It's just ridiculous to me. And this young player, look, bro, it's mini camp. Go work out. I got y'all see the banner, Chicago Bears. We got a Luther Burden, who's a better player than you in my evaluation.
Facts.
He ain't signed yet, but guess what? He was at this weekend on the field working out.
Getting the air knocked out of his goddamn lung because he falling on the damn ball.
Yeah, and if there was any concerns about if you're gonna go out there and injure yourself, look, there are things to cover you to make sure that if you was to suffer that injury, you will still be paid handsomely. So there's no excuses. Get on the football field, bro.
I look, like I said, like you said, I should say. I don't be in nobody pockets. I don't even know what they was trying to offer him. But I do know it was way more than what the fuck he was making in college. and that's my whole thing. With it being a rookie deal, that's a prove it deal regardless whether you the first pick. It's still a prove it deal. You gotta prove that you gonna get to that second contract. Cause guess what? It's still people that don't get to their second contract.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers came in as a top 15 pick and now they in the CFL.
Or the USFL.
Or the USFL. Or they a fucking St. Louis Battlehawk. All I gotta say is if you already come in kind of underdogish, you to me, I wouldn't be surprised if you come here out of him in the next few weeks to felt like he slid, even though most people thought he was a reach. Like I'm not necessarily mad at his mindset because hey, what Marshawn Lynch, hey, come get in this league, be healthy and protect your chicken. I understand that, but end of the day, you ain't even been in the league yet. And not only that, it's setting a bad precedence and a bad aura around yourself to the older people on that staff and the coaches because that's the type of shit they look at. Okay, is he gonna participate in camp? Is he gonna come to a camp that's not necessarily mandatory, even though it technically is mandatory for rookies to be there? So the fact that you're looking at the people, them older edge, what you gonna be playing next to, you already looking at you side eye. Them coaches already side eyeing you. So it's like I feel like right now, Shemar Stewart is just putting a lot of walls above him that he's gonna have to break through. That's just very unnecessarily happening. You could have made your transition to the league way more smoother than it's been. So I just feel like right now he's just putting way more pressure on himself than he realized.
And I think that's a hell of a way to look at it too, because I think that right now, if you're doing something like this, and you know that the vets are getting ready to come in for mini camp as well, but then you're gonna have weeks off before you enter training camp. Do not show up to training camp out of shape. Because
Please
do not show up to training camp if you are Shemar Stewart. Do not show up to training camp out of shape, because it's just gonna add on to the bad precedents that you already set by doing this. It's to your point, Stevo. It's gonna those things, they're gonna be like, oh snap, he didn't want to go out there and participate with other rookies early on. Now he shows up out of shape. Ooh, you better get ready, young fella. You just got to look. The young man, look, it's just his first instance. It is your contract. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to put pen to paper for it. But
Mhm.
once you get the ball rolling in this direction and you start adding on to that, team started like
They get
the
sour real
Bengals.
quick.
It very well gets sour, and then as things continue to pile on, especially if you go out there and do bonehead stuff in the football game, or you don't
Mhm.
produce in the football game because you didn't really produce in college, yeah, you gonna fumble that second contract. So I understand. Look, we can't count your dollars. You can only do that for yourself. But at the same time, come in here and let's show what you're made of on the actual football field, bro. It is just mini camp. It ain't the end all be all, but you don't want to get this thing started off like that.
Nope, not at all. And Cincinnati, you better not. This better like he almost to the and it's to start off bad. Like he really has to be a cornerstone because everybody was just talking about like how he's a combine darling, and to some retrospect he is. The combine don't match the production.
Yeah.
And we seen a lot of players, Anthony Richardson, more on the quarterback side. Zach, that of BYU,
Mm-hmm.
carbines, the carbine cuties, I like to call them, that go out there and do cute shit and move up their draft stock. It puts a ton of pressure on that organization that picks them because if you ain't matching up, you gonna have to bring out everything that he didn't have in college.
Yep.
And if he don't, you wasted a fucking first round pick.
Hey, we told him to go get Mike Green. We
And
told
and the
Cincy to go
sad
get Mike
part
Green.
is, the sad part is, we sit here talk about all the problems going on with Baltimore, and that's literally what they was mentioning. They couldn't get home. Their defense was good, but it wasn't great because they couldn't get home. Now you
Exactly.
just added a motherfucker that can get home in a bevy of ways. And you gonna not only that, you let your rival Baltimore Ravens go get them. They already got a better defense than you. They already
Yeah.
got a better offense than you.
Yeah.
They just made their defense better.
Facts. Facts. It's nothing to argue with that. Like I said, bro, we can't count the dollars for him, but at the same time, young man, it's people around. It's other rookies around this league that's not signed right now that still going out there putting in that work because they understand what the ultimate goal is. What's the goal? To go win games. You do you know your quarterback? Like, do you know what you have? You ain't got a you ain't got a Daniel Jones back there. I'm just saying. You got Joe Burrow back there with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. For me, and I can only speak for myself. I enter a team as an NFL player, and I'm like, damn, I'm finna go ball out with these three guys. Let me go get myself in shape so I can make sure while they putting up points, we can stop the other team from putting up points so we can get dubs.
Yeah, I think Shemar just listened to the wrong song. That nigga woke up listening to dollars and cents. If it don't make dollars and don't make sense, nigga, you need to listen to work hard, play hard.
Hey, that's it. That's it, bro. That's it. And Cincy, look, man, y'all need to wipe out all the operations tapes and
Y'all,
get it
yeah,
together.
y'all, whoever the front office been for business, all your business minded folks suck. Like it's very old Chicago Bears esque. Like waiting too long, waiting to get contracts at the right. That's some Ted Phillips ass shit right there. So I don't know who the hell y'all accountant and y'all got them business mind. Like who's making the They suck.
Yeah,
They suck.
y'all need a new if it's a consulting organization, you need a new one.
Fire.
On the real, because ain't nobody moving right. Because for the example, you look at teams that go and get their stuff done early. Jalen Johnson is one of the best cornerbacks in the league. The Bears signed him at the right time. He ain't even a
Discount.
top 10 paid cornerback right now. That's doing good business. And now they just coughed up all that money for 2 wide receivers.
that you could have got done with 2 years ago.
Crazy work.
So hey, y'all, whatever y'all vision is, it better see. You better see it through because I ain't seeing it, and I don't know what they gonna do. All I know is, as of now, George Clinton and them is still running goddamn Cincinnati. It ain't y'all. Bootsy Collins and them still running Cincinnati. It ain't y'all.
Oh, the real, cause what is crazy. But hey, yeah, we gonna see, man. But that is it for us today, y'all. Stevo, you got anything left, bro?
Shemar, go play football, folks. Just go play football. That's all I gotta say.
Go play
And you too,
football.
Demetrius, motherfucker. You a second round pick. Your ass should have signed yesterday.
On the real, get your
Yeah.
ass out there. Then that's the thing. These young players supposed to be a big part of that defense because they
They
defense
both
is
defense.
men.
Yeah. Yeah. And pop.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So get on the field. That goes for both of those guys.
Simple.
But hey, it is what it is. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of NFL Central. Before y'all get up out of here, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hey, we up out of here. We appreciate y'all. Always love football, man. And we're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Peace.